Not sure if I'm live, but if y'all can hear me, let me know in the comments. Getting some weird messages, technical messages here. I'm not really sure what they mean. I'm seeing the comments. That's a good sign. But yeah, guys, let me know if you can hear me or see me. Oh, I hope this is working. Let me check my channel here. Hopefully this doesn't make noise. Okay, it says it's live. That's good. Oh, I am live. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Hey guys, sorry for that. I'm not sure what that was all about, but I got some OBS gave me a couple weird messages about it not being able to transition the live stream or whatever that meant. So anyway, here we are. Welcome to the challenge live stream for July submissions. Very excited. I think people are probably more or less chilling right now. They're on vacation, enjoying their summers. If they're in the top part of the upper hemisphere of the world, and we don't have too many submissions. I think there's there's 8, including mine, and I barely would call mine a fully completed submission, to be honest. It's kind of more like an idea, but I quickly skimmed through them as I was loading them into Logic, and I'm so stoked to feature these tracks today. For those of you just tuning in, the challenge was simply to write some pop music, and it was sort of, in tandem with the release of the pop course, which was what, I'm losing track of time now, but I think it was in early July that came out. Yeah. So anyway, I'm really glad you guys participated in this challenge, and I'm going to get right to it. I'm sort of living in a digital hellscape at the moment, trying to sort out this migration over to a new platform for the Academy. As you guys know, I'm trying to figure all of that out. If you missed that notification last week, yeah, long story short, trying to find a new home for the Academy, and I found one, but setting it up on this new platform is like quite the learning curve. And luckily they've got a pretty good support, but it's one of those things where it's very non-intuitive, but it all starts to make sense once you piece it together. So looks good and sounds good. Okay, awesome. Hey James, how's it going? John's in the house. Elkner, welcome. Andreas is here. Alexandra, awesome. We got a good crew. Hope it goes well. Yeah, thanks, man. I think it will. It's looking really good. I don't think it's gonna feel too much different than the Academy. It's gonna look a little bit different, but I think it's going to be actually for me. The new Academy layout is easier to look at. I find Mighty Networks is very convoluted with the way that they set everything up. It's a little bit too complicated. So I'm looking forward to having a streamlined look to it all. I had to reload the site, then it worked. Like YouTube, you mean? Okay, cool. Hey, actually, Andreas, while you're here, I have a question for you, because you're the first up on this list, and I wanted to be sure that I'm showcasing the right track, because you sent me a couple of revisions via direct message in the Academy, and the one that I pulled into Logic here is the one that I got from the track submission form. So before I play it, let me know if that is in fact the right and the latest version that you want me to showcase here. Hope so. I don't want to play something that you didn't want people to hear. So hopefully I got the right one. Let me know in the comments. If I don't hear from you in a minute, then I'll start with submission number 2. Anyways, So yeah, that's all that's going on in my life right now. I'm like, I haven't really actually been able to write any music, but I was really craving a little bit of creative time. So yesterday I set aside a couple of hours to write a track, and I'm kind of I was kind of working on like a new disco idea. So taking a few notes from Nathan's lessons in the pop course. Andrea says, I only see your face. I had to reload. Okay. Not sure what you mean. Do you hear anything? Hopefully it's still working. I'm getting a weird message in the YouTube stream here saying the stream's something about the bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Uh-oh. Yeah, just let me know, guys, in the in the comments if it's not working, and I don't know, we'll take it from there. Okay. Sound is good. No problem for me. Okay, that's good. Maybe Andreas is having some internet connectivity issues. Okay, well, Andreas, I don't know if you can hear what I just said regarding your track, but I'll start with number 2 just so I don't play the wrong one for you. So what is number 2 here? Let me check. It's from Arco. We got a submission from Arco. Let me pull up Arco's notes. Okay. So Arco says, I made this track just out of experimentation. I used mostly Omnisphere patches and 2 contact libraries. I tried making something hip-hop-like, but it turned out to be more groovy. Okay, cool. Well, let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, nice. Thanks, Arco. Thank you for that submission. I was wondering where the hip hop thing was going to come in. And that sort of, I get where you mean with the hip hop. By the end, it sort of has that going for the hip hop beat at the end. Sort of an unconventional feel for pop. But I'm glad that you got something in here. I think that maybe if I had one suggestion for you, it would be to for there to be some kind of like top line melody here, because I was hearing some kind of like, actually I was hearing like a whistle thing, and something like a beat like that, because the track has a really like sort of positive vibe to it. But I think you need some kind of melody on top, some sort of top line, some sort of hook, and then that would really kind of check that like pop music box there. So, but I'm glad you got this in, Arco, and Arco's usually in the streams. Is he here? Did he get here late? I hope I didn't play his track before he got here. Let me check. Oops. Maybe I should shut down. Does this work? Oh. Okay, no, we're good. Sorry, guys. Okay. Andrea says everything is working good. Okay, cool. The track is named New. Okay, so in that case, I think I got to get your track from the messages you sent, because I don't think that's the one I brought in. That's okay. I'm glad you told me that. John says Tropical Island Pop. Yeah, totally. Well, Arco, we are wishing you well, my friend. Hope you are doing good wherever you are, and maybe we'll see you in the stream later. Let me fix up this submission from Andreas. Make sure I got the right one. Bear with me for a minute here, guys. Okay, you just sent it to me. Awesome, cool. Let's download it. This track is called Remember. Excellent. Here we go. Okay. And Andreas sent me some notes too. Okay, so from Andreas. Only my vocals and arcade instruments and loops. Cutting, pitching, done in a hotel room without any fancy gear. Nice. Did you bring your mic with you then? How did that work? That's cool. Going fully portable. I love it. Okay, so here it is. Let's give it a listen. This is called Remember. Nice. Great ending. I love that. Nice work, Andreas. Super catchy, man. Super hooky vocal melody. I love it. Not only is like the main chorus vocal sort of like memorable, but the sing along, whoa, that's super catchy, man. Awesome. Great energy overall, and I love that you snuck in the talking section here. When I look into your eyes. Super classy. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that. I totally can't remember the name of the track. Maybe you guys will know. If there's any Daft Punk fans in the house, it's like that one track off of Random Access Memories where he's talking. I can't remember who that producer is. Damn it. But maybe you guys know the track I'm talking about. But yeah, super vibey, man. I love it. It's a super cool touch. Okay, checking back with the comments here. What do we think? What do we think? Now the new version is with mics. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you re-recorded it with mics. That's cool. Recorded when I was back. Awesome. Yeah, great stuff. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep it moving. Who's next? Thank you, Andreas. Okay, we got to go number 3. And oh yeah, we got a track from Mr. Chad Kaaya. Awesome. Haven't heard any of Chad's music in a little bit, so this is exciting. From Chad, what's up, Steve? Was stoked to see this challenge pop up in the Academy. Pretty much followed along with the new pop course, played around with some serum and A&A patches, and laid down some guitars. This is a fun one. Looking forward to messing around with some more pop stuff. Hope all's well. Thanks, man. So glad to get one of your tracks in here, man. This is great. So let's check this out. I don't think this one has a name. It's just pop track. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's give it a listen. Here we go. From Chad Kaaya. Oh, dude. Super funky. I love it. Those guitars, those choppy guitars, man. I love it. Didn't expect anything less than guitar perfection from Chad. That was awesome. And did you guys hear that slinky bass line? So sick. As I was thinking is we got the sirens. It's probably not that loud on your guys' end, but it's so distracting for me. Okay, good. They're not driving right by the apartment. That's good. Okay, so what was I thinking? What was I going to say? The bass line, I think it's because you're playing it up in the higher register. This is always the struggle for me, as I don't know if you guys find this, but when you're playing the bass lines like higher up, you lose some of that bottom end because you're not playing on the lower end of the spectrum. So whenever I'm up in that higher register, I sometimes try to add some more sub bass into the mix using like right now I'm using what is it by Waves. I'm using max bass, which is really, really helpful for those kinds of situations. EQ can sometimes just help too, but just saying that maybe, Chad, there's a bit of room for some like processing on the low end, or like boosting a bit of the low end on the bass, just because You can hear it really well, but it's missing a bit of that sub. It's something I struggle with too, especially when you're getting up into the like higher on the neck, which it sounds like you were. So maybe that was one little tiny suggestion, but I'm glad that I could at least like hear it clearly, because it's it's a great line, a really, really good line. Nice, man. Let me just catch up with the comments here. Oh, I'm losing myself. Where are we? There we are. What are we saying here? Clean and crispy sound. Yes, totally. Oh, John, Giorgio Moroder. Yeah, that's the dude in the Daft Punk track, right? I think. Is he Swiss? Is that a Swiss guy? Maybe I'm getting my wires all crossed. Yeah, nice guitars for sure. Catchy and vibey. Awesome. We can hear the siren too. Oh, Alexandra says I use MaxBass too. Yeah, MaxBass is pretty sweet, right? I've tried out a few different like bass plugins, and that's the one I like the most. It's an oldie, but it's a good one. Oh, he's Italian. Okay, cool. Okay, thanks for reminding me of his name. Cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Thanks so much, Chad. Hope you're doing well, brother. And appreciate you guys sending all these amazing tracks so far. Loving it. Okay, John Chapman is up next. We got a track here called 2 o'clock. And John says, after taking Steve's pop music course, I decided to take the plunge and hire a vocalist from Sound Better. Awesome. I'm so glad I did, as the vocals really take the song to the next level. The singer went above and beyond my original vocal demo by providing extra harmonies and ad-libs. I thoroughly enjoyed making this track and hope to produce more pop tracks soon. Great. Yeah, awesome. Glad you had a good experience on Sound Better. That's good to hear. Okay, so let's cue up John's track and give it a listen. 2 o'clock. Here we go.
Try to think straight, but when you go
Oh, nice. Dude, slick. That was a really slick mix. Yeah, really beautiful mix, John. It sounds super nice and balanced, man. And yeah, again, just a really catchy chorus. I think one thing I really like in particular is just the build-ups towards the chorus. Those are really nicely done, very nicely texturized. I love all of the little details he added to the vocal processing. Just little vocal delay there, very cool. The arpeggiated synth building up, just all these little details are just really nice, and the transition into the chorus is super smooth. Yeah, everything, all those little details, man. Just that's what makes a great track, you know. Just and the smoothness of that transition is just really, really. I just thought I'd point it out that it sounds excellent. So, yeah, I mean, it's so cool to hear you had a good experience on Sound Better too. Just curious, and maybe I'll just push. I'll just switch over to the comments here. But I'm curious if. And I imagine you probably like how did it work with working with the vocalist? Did you do a rough vocal take yourself and then send it to her and you know, with notes, and is that kind of basically what you did? Like in the same way that I did in the chorus, you know, basically just did a kind of a like a scratch vocal and then send it off to her and then let her do her thing? Or did you because another way to work with vocalists on Sound Better, of course, as you guys probably know, is just to have them do the writing and you know, add their own ideas to it, which ends up being usually a different contract. But I imagine that's probably what you did, John, right? Is you wrote the lyrics and vocal melody yourself? Let us know in the comments. Great, and the vocals are really great too, yeah. Wondering if I am dreaming. Awesome. Alexander asks, are you aiming this one for Motion Array? So John says, yeah, I did a vocal demo. So yeah, similar to the chorus. Cool. Okay, very cool. Yeah, thanks so much for sharing that with us. That was awesome, man. Do you think you'll work with... you think you'll work with a different vocalist next time, or same one? I mean, it is expensive. That's the only thing about Sound Better. It's you're kind of rolling the dice, investing in somebody to do this work with you, and then you know, you kind of hope that the track, something will come of the track. That's the only thing. But you know, even if. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think for me, it's like I think I paid $200 US for the last vocalist I hired on Sound Better, and it was like, ooh, that's a bit expensive, but totally worth it because I don't know. I guess I write so much instrumental music that it's just really inspiring when I get to work with the vocalist. It adds so much it adds this whole new dimension to the process. And makes writing the track so much easier and so much more fun. So it's totally worth it. Even if that track, you know, sits around on my hard drive for like 2 years and then something comes of it later, then, you know, it's worth it, right? My pleasure. I would work with the same vocalist again, provided it fit the track. Yeah, totally. Cool. And, you know, there's a lot of selection on. There's like hundreds and hundreds of, you know, maybe even like over 1,000. I don't even know. Vocalists on Sound Better. It's just hard to choose one because there's so many. Anyway, great work, John, and yeah, let's keep it rolling. So next up, we have a track from Ilkner. This one's called "Burning Sky," and let me just check her notes here. Okay. Ilkner says, "Hi Steve, somehow these challenges align with my life in a weird way." Excuse me. I've been wanting to produce a disco pop track in English lately. While you announced this month's challenge, I lived an aha moment. Enjoyed so much while producing this song. I feel like I found my style as an artist nowadays. I don't know if I'm going to change my decision later though. This is the first This is my first English song, so I was kind of nervous at the beginning, but it turns out good to me. I don't know what you're going to think. I used to sample guitars and native instrument guitar VSTs because I spent so much time on my vocal production. I didn't have time and energy to play guitars. So I can say that my main element in this track is my vocals. I used Loop Cloud samples for drums and some synths from Logic Alchemy Analog Lab, and hope you like it. I'm so stoked to hear this. All right, here we go. From Ilkner. Thanks for the info. This one's called Burning Sky. Let's check it out. Oh, you know what? I realized you guys are probably hearing those notifications that I'm getting from the Academy. Let me just turn those off so that that doesn't interrupt the song in any way. Give me one sec. Okay. And let's get back to it. Here we are. Okay. Damn, Ilkner, that's fire. I love it. Super energy. I just loved the energy, man. And like the crazy thing is like when you first hear the vocal come in, there's so much power and energy in it. When your lips touch mine. I was like, okay, how are we going to elevate it from this point? Right. Like the pre-chorus. Keep your hands on me. And like, I love how you're introducing the harmonies there. This feels like it's such a powerful chorus on its own that it would have been enough. It would have sufficed as a chorus, but then you went even like a step further. There's like a power chorus behind it, which is like, I just didn't expect it. It's just so cool. I just love this. Sorry, I keep stopping and starting here. It's probably annoying, but yeah, I just love how it transitions into this section here. This is really lovely. My favorite part, for sure, just transitioning into this section and then it just like soaring to the very end. I just love the elevation of energy. It just keeps going up and up and up and up. It's crazy. Super cool. The vocals are so powerful. You have such a valuable asset to be able to sing like that, and they sound really crispy and well taken, well recorded and processed. Fantastic work, Ilkner. It's great stuff. What are we saying in the comments about this track? That was just awesome. Great vocals, indeed. Yeah, just super energy. Curious if Ilkner, if you do you use any kind of like vocal like what's it called, vocal line things, like, because I noticed that the vocals, like the harmonies, are just really tight. Is that just your takes? Are you editing like the tightness of them at all, or do you use like a plugin to process those? I know that there's a bunch of different plugins. I think some DAWs actually have like built-in aligning things. Like Cubase has one. I haven't really used it much, but yeah, curious. There's nothing like listening to your own track at home on repeat. Yeah, right. It feels good when you write something that you could listen to on your own, on your own speakers, and feel good about it. So that's awesome. Ilkner says, I'm editing manually. Vocaline doesn't work as I want. Okay, interesting. I haven't actually used Vocaline ever. I see ads for it, and I see other people use it, and I've never really been tempted to buy it, but it looks interesting what it does, but I'm the same as you. I usually just edit things manually. I'm recording harmonies and stuff, so it gets fuller. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you really notice the difference coming out of like the verse and into the pre-chorus with the harmonies. It's a massive difference. Okay, awesome. So cool. Thank you, Ilkner. Let's keep the train running. Next up, we have a track from, is it Alexandra? I think Alexandra is next. Yes. Okay, so this track is called, excuse me, Shiny Nights. And Alexandra says, for this month's challenge, I decided to submit the track that was rejected by Motion Array back in January. Oh yeah, right. So I remember this track. However, after finishing the new pop course, I worked more on the mixing, and I believe it sounds much better now than before, though still not perfect. My main concern is that it shouldn't be overcompressed. And this track has a secret ingredient, a guitar sound that Steven was generous enough to record for me. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm so stoked that I was able to throw down a bit of acoustic guitar for you. I'm planning on releasing this track, so I would appreciate any additional feedback. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's check this out. Okay, this one's called Shiny Nights. Here we go. love it. Yeah, I love this track. That brings me back to how long was it? Excuse me, guys. Sorry, got something in my throat here. That brings me back to like however long ago it was that I recorded the acoustic guitar for this track. That feels like a long time ago. It probably wasn't. But yeah, so stoked to hear this track again, Alexandra. And it's got that like, I think I just love the sort of like the dark pop vibe that it's got. I mean, it has like an uplifting feel to it, but it also has like an edgy sort of darkness to it as well. Just the way that like that bass line and the drums sort of interact. Very, very cool. If I had any constructive feedback for you on this mix, I would say that I would probably suggest rolling off a bit of the high end from the rakes of the acoustic guitars. I think that it gets a little bit, it's like really noticeable around here, I think. There's a lot of like, like that, just like really, really high end sort of biting energy right there. I think it's probably coming from the acoustic rakes from the picks. So I think it's just a matter of shaving off that air. I sometimes do that I do that a lot on guitars, acoustic guitars in general. I boost a bit of the highs, but never in the airy range, because especially if you're using a pick, then it picks up all that like that sizzle, which sometimes it is not pleasant in the mix, especially if you're getting to the mastering phase and you're adding like a little bit more air to everything. Those can really kind of come out. So the way that the bass and sounds is like, it makes it feel a little over compressed. I might suggest trying to back off on the bus compression just a little bit. But it might just be the way that the bass is sort of interacting in this chorus with the drums. It may be just the way you're compressing the bass alone. It's hard to say without me actually being able to look at your session, but the attack of it is sort of subdued compared, like, and then I guess that's maybe like a stylistic choice. I'd have to kind of chat with you about that in more detail, but overall, I think that this is a great vibe. I'm so glad to hear this again, because I just think it's a really, really well written track, and it's got tons of attitude and vibe. So super cool, and I'm hoping that I can get back to being able to like just find the time to throw down some guitar on people's tracks here and there. I'm like, I just remember doing that now. I'm like, oh, that was nice to have the time to do that at given moment. I'm just so horrendously busy right now. I want to get back to that. I want to get back to doing fun things like that. So I'm feeling like this track, even though it wasn't that long ago that I did that, it makes me feel nostalgic. Sorry, I should have changed my view here. Let me check in with you guys. Yeah, great vibe. Dark pop is a good description. Cool. Hey, Arco. How are you doing, buddy? Sorry you missed your track review. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. Thanks for your feedback. Yeah, no problem, Alexander. Great. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. Super cool. And I'm glad to hear that you're releasing that, by the way. Absolutely should. Sweet. Okay, I think we got to move on. So let's move on. Who's next? Alex Narsky is next. This is a track called After the Show. Let's check the notes. Alex says, oh, sorry, wrong one. After the Show. Inspired by Def Leppard and Brian Ferry, so it's very retro wave. Cool. Found out that if I sing at a low volume and turn the gain up, it sounds okay. However, at the end of the track, you'll see that I'm struggling to sing properly. Used Omnisphere 2, Arturia Juno, DX7, guitars with Neural DSP plugins. Ava retro drums, and then put almost everything through the Pultec EQ and some Saturn II where needed. Had plans to try and wake up for this one, but it's been a pretty crazy day. Hope everyone has fun, and I'll watch it as soon as I can. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Alex. Hope you enjoy the replay, and thanks so much for sending this track. Let's check it out. Here we go. Dude, so awesome. So awesome. So many thoughts. I have to keep them all in my head at once here. Well, first of all, I was patiently waiting for the slinky 80s style or like early 90s style guitar solo, which you dropped here at the end, which I absolutely love. So good. And you got the little harmonic there. That's so perfect. You actually like completely nailed that guitar tone. So cool. I actually just got finished doing like a synthwave tutorial series for Cubase, and I was thinking the whole time that like I should add some like 80s style guitar to it. I didn't get around to it, but that's exactly the tone I would have put down. So really cool. Great lyrics and vocal hook. At the end of this chorus here. I just think that's a really memorable line. If we get lost, I know we'll find each other after the show. Just catchy. Really, really catchy. Yeah, really cool vibe, man. And if I had like any suggestions or anything, I think one thing it was like I was thinking is that in the chorus it'd be nice to hear the guitar, like the chunky rhythm guitars a little bit more. But then again, you know, you don't want to like get in the way of the vocal energy too much, I guess, as well. I think one thing that you could also, one thing I noticed is that in your final chorus here, you're kind of adding some more like vocal harmonies or textures to sort of elevate it, which I think was totally the right move. I think that the register, like you're singing in your verse, is pretty much similar to your chorus, I think. Yeah, it's like it's in the same sort of register. So I was thinking maybe one thing that could help your chorus stand out a bit is like an octave up on the vocal, if that's possible, or something to sort of like double it in a way. Maybe even like a different singer to add like a little bit more to elevate that vocal energy a bit. But then you kind of succeeded in doing that when you got to this final chorus here, which I think is which is the right move. I really like what you're doing here. Which is basically just like adding energy, adding like singing it in a sort of like with a bit of a different melody and sort of elevating it really nicely. So, great job all around, Alex. This is really, really cool. And love the retro vibes. You know I'm a sucker for the retro energy. So cool. Okay. Checking back. How are you guys doing out there? How are we doing? Arco says he was having dinner. Nice. Hope it was yummy. Yeah, totally, Alexander. It's so nice to hear so many vocal tracks today. I was hoping that you guys would submit vocal tracks. This is always so enjoyable. Nice journey vibes. Yeah, totally. Hey, Aaron. Welcome. Glad you're here. 80s vibes. Oh, Arco checked back. I didn't have a whistle. I mean, maybe an Omnisphere, but it's overwhelming to discover. Omnisphere, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Omnisphere is overwhelming for sure. So many presets. Yeah, John says a lovely guitar. That guitar is just killer, right? Those bells and chimes, absolutely. Hey, Eroica. Okay, awesome. Cool. All right, let's keep it moving. I think we got maybe one more. One more, and then I have an idea here as well. Okay, so we have a super last minute submission from my friend Mauricio, longtime member of the Academy. Always so excited to share Mauricio's music here. But he sent it to me right just minutes before we went live, so I'm not sure actually. Oh no, I do have some notes here. One sec, I think. Let's check. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, he didn't send me any notes. That's all good. That's all good. Thanks so much for sending this over, Mauricio. Let's check it out. This one's called All You Got to Do. Here we go. Slick. Very nice, Mauricio. Thanks so much for sending that. Dude, great track. It's hilarious. Like our tracks are actually quite similar. You could even see like the waveforms here are similar. I also went for that kind of like disco. I was looking to get into some sort of like new disco vibes. Overall great mix and love like the tightness of it, and the drums all sound really good. I would say I just got one recommendation, and that is to turn those guitars up. Mauricio, for you guys don't know, but Mauricio is such a sick guitar player. So I just want to hear that those rhythm, that little guitar, like that tasty guitar rhythm you got buried in underneath the drums and the piano. Man, you got to turn that up. Oh wait, it's over here. Yeah, too quiet. You got to bring those up, man. Those are so tasty. I feel like I would love to hear those a bit louder in the mix. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the comments? Back me up. That bass, damn, yeah, totally, right? The bass is killer. Aaron says, looking forward to going back and listening to everyone's tracks. Sorry for being late. Work's been hectic. That's all good, man. I'm glad you're here. Love the feeling of the bass, maximum funkiness. 100%. Bassline is awesome. Would love to know what you're using for that, or did you play it? I don't think Mauricio's in the house. Maybe he is. Mauricio, are you here? If you're here, let us know what you used for that bass, and then confirm that you're going to turn that guitar up. Yeah, so cool. I'm glad you got that in last minute, man. That's awesome. So, yeah, hopefully Mauricio will hit us up in the comments here, but I'll just share with you my little idea here. Still a work in progress. I got to admit, I didn't have quite as much time as I'd like. Oh, he is here. What up? Yes, sorry, I will. That bass sounds too good, but just why there's this little thing in my, I can't read the comments properly. Just be a VST, Shirley. Yes, last minute. Mauricio, was that a bass of VST? I have no doubt that you could play a bass like that, a live bass. But it had a super punchy feel to it, which is super cool. It is kind of the advantage to a VST is it's like sounds super punchy. Yeah, I think what did Nathan use in the pop course? He used that icon bass from Native Instruments, which just sounds so like huge. Yeah, he said yes. Let us know what bass VST it was. We're so curious. Don't keep us in suspense. Trillion, there you go. There you go. Yeah, okay, cool. Trillion's pretty badass. I've never used it, but I've seen people use it a lot, and it always sounds so good. Oroka says, damn, I'm still using the free Ample and thought it sounded good. Yeah, the free Ample bass, I think I've tried that. It's pretty damn good for like a freebie. I would say there's not a lot in the way of like a good free bass VST out there. Even like there isn't that many in period. There's one I think like Spitfire Labs have put out a few bass guitars, but they don't really sound like, I don't know, they're stylistically, you know, they may be good for one thing. I'm not sure if it would work for a track like this. Yeah, cool. That's cool about Trillion. I've never used Trillion, but like I said, I've seen other people use it, and definitely seems pretty legit. Is it like Omnisphere in the sense that it's like there's like a million presets? It's made by the same people that make Omnisphere, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check it out sometime. Okay, I'm stalling because I don't want to play you guys my track, but I'll just show you my half-baked idea here. Enjoy. I don't have a name for it yet. Oh, and yeah, Mauricio, the other thing I was going to say is that you kind of accomplished the one thing that I wanted to do in my track, which is like have a really nice little vocal hook, like just using a sample. I was trying to find the right sample for just like a simple vocal hook. I couldn't find it, so mine's still open. Here we go. There it is. And that concludes our July challenge submissions. I feel like this one needs like a little sugar on top. I don't know what it is. It's missing something. I feel like it's just like a vocal hook. I definitely, after hearing all of your guys' tracks with vocals, I feel like I really wish I had some kind of vocal energy in my track for sure. Thanks, guys. Love the neo soul vibes. Yeah, thanks. I just released a new disco progressions pack on Production Music Tools, and I used one of the progressions. Let's see if I can pull this up. I'll show you guys. I just relaunched the site too, which is kind of exciting. It's one of the many things I had on my to-do list this month. But what was I going to do? Yeah, products. Look how slick this new website looks. This took me so long to install this. Where's the new disco? There it is. Look at that. Yeah, so I took one of the progressions from this pack, actually, and my friend Marcus did all of the keys progressions here. He's an amazing keyboard player, so it was super cool to use that. And yeah, feel free to come listen to the little demo track here. It's a cool one. Pretty excited. I mean, I don't know if you guys checked this out. For those of you who took the pop course, I believe it's included in the pop course. Some really good stuff in here. Some really, really good stuff. Shameless plug. All right. Well, that was really fun. Still works. It still works as an instrumental though. Yeah, well, I was trying to like carve in a bit of that melody to make sure that it wasn't like totally missing some kind of top line. But I think Mauricio had the right idea with just like that little vocal sample hook. Like that's kind of what I was looking to do in my track. I just didn't find the right one. So like when I listen to my own track, I don't really hear like a fully developed vocal. I just hear a sample. Like I just want that right sample. So I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, I don't know. That's about it. I'm not sure we'll end up submitting it at the end of the day. I feel like Artlist has gotten insanely picky about what they accept as of late. So maybe I'll throw it to Motion Array. I haven't uploaded anything there in a while. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys were here with me today. And I guess I'm running out of steam here. I got to go eat some breakfast. But I hope you guys are doing great wherever you are. And I have not even thought about the next challenge, the August challenge. To be totally honest with you, I was thinking of maybe doing a 1 month break from the challenges just because I got so much on my plate. But let me see what I got in the notes. I've taken notes about future challenges, so maybe I'll throw it out there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we take a break, or do you want to keep I guess we should do a challenge, because by the time I showcase, it'll be September and people will be back in action. So it would be good to get a challenge out there for August. Easy one or tough one? If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. August challenge is getting the new site going. Yeah, for sure. I've had many challenges this month, and that is one of them for sure. Maybe that'll be the challenge for August. Launch your website. What do you guys think? Who here has got a website, a personal website? I think most of you guys do. I feel like, didn't we had a challenge similar to that. Was that like last year? I have no concept of time right now. My brain is broken. But I feel like we did a demo reel. We did a demo reel thing. Or no, we did a website challenge, didn't we? You guys remember. Someone in the comments help me out here. I'm struggling. All right. I guess I better let you guys go. Get on with your days. Awesome work, everyone. Thanks for inspiring me, getting the energy going for the day. Oh, Willem's here. What's up, buddy? I'm glad you made it just in time. I'm just saying goodbye. Okay, you guys are saying we did. Yeah, we did do a website challenge. I can't do another website challenge then. Aaron says, don't remind me needing to get mine up and running for real other than placeholder I got. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? I've been working on relaunching my personal website forever too, and I'm in the same boat. It's just like sitting there, and I haven't actually launched it yet. But yeah, I feel you. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Sending out lots of love to all of you, and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for always being awesome and inspiring and participating in these challenges. It's so much fun. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted with everything that's going on. And yeah, that's about it. Just catching up on these comments. It's what I do for my day job, which is the ridiculous part. Hey, Willem, enjoy the playback, man. We had a really good submissions today. It's awesome. Okay. Bye, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you soon. Peace.